The Bloom Show, innovate, connect and bloom.
Isn't that an awesome intro? Welcome to the Bloom Show. I'm Saeed of the Bloom Show, owner of New Bloom Media, and this show is brought to you by New Bloom Media. If you're a florist, a wholesaler, a floral designer, or just a fan of the floral industry, then you want to watch this show. And why? Because today I'm speaking to two amazing ladies from Hawaii, I believe. And I'll get more information as we go. But they're going to be the two first U.S. representatives to attend IPM and Essen as U.S. representatives to do a show. So someone had reached out to me and said, look, this is really important to us. And I believe it is. Why? Because usually we look at Europe for topics and trends and inspiration when it comes to design. Now the U.S. is going to Europe to look at to share topics and trends and inspiration. So isn't that cool? So I do want you to chime in, ask questions. This show, the Bloom Show, was intended to help create a more connected industry, to give voices to everyone and create a platform where we could all share across all sectors, because with better information, we're all much more informed, which makes us make better decisions. So we could learn something today that could add to your business, or learn something today that inspires you. So one thing we do ask is to please share this content with others that might inspire them as well. This is not just lives here. You can always copy the link and share it with your customers and anyone else, and chime in, ask questions, be extremely selfish with asking questions, because maybe you'll learn something, or maybe there's been something you were wanting to ask for a long time, and today is the day to do that. So we're really, really excited to have these two guests with us. Before we do that, I do want to say thank you to all the sponsors. You'll see them when they pop up, and sometimes we'll roll them down as well. This is a community effort. To do the Bloom Show, to do the Bloom Together event, to do all these things does take resources, does take effort, and they make it happen. They allow us to make this happen. So we ask our community to support our supporters and really just make it an ecosystem for everyone as we continue to make it grow. I do want to do some housekeeping real quick. We are having the Bloom Together. Let me take off this thing real quick. I am a little rusty because I haven't done a show since November, so bear with me. But this is the Bloom Together. Bloom Together is totally free. We raise funds for Cedar Featured American Floral Endowment. Take a picture, scan the QR code. You can attend. If you want to support, even better. We continue to raise great funds and really create an environment that shows the power of networking, collaboration, and building community within the floral industry. And that's super important to us. And then after the show, we also have the calendar. Check this out. We have the micro holiday calendar. Why was this created? It was created because after attending many roundtables, attending many marketing type of events, people were always saying that they need more micro holidays to understand how to sell flowers outside of the regular holidays. Guess what? We created it for you. So scan the QR code, download that, and then the floral calendar is also a calendar that allows you to connect with networking opportunities. So we are not just a media channel. We are a community. We create tools that support you, that help you connect, and as well help you grow your business, and they're free. So, and I'll share some more information later, but tune in, share that with everybody else as well. So the next, I'd like to welcome Brenna and Sue onto the Bloom Show. So please give them a warm welcome, and don't forget to ask questions, like, subscribe, and share.
The Bloom Show, innovate, connect and bloom.
Hi, everybody.
Aloha.
Hello.
I'd like to give a quick disclaimer. The birds you hear are authentic and real. They are. Sue is in beautiful Hawaii. And yes, I should say aloha, everybody. You're right. Aloha.
And I'm in Canada, so I have to fake my tropical.
There you go. But I can still see the aloha vibe with you for sure. The mahalo vibe. Is it mahalo vibe or aloha vibe? How do you say it?
It's
Aloha.
either
Aloha.
Aloha
Okay.
vibe.
Perfect. So you hear the voice, you hear the sounds. I told her that, hey, she's saving me some dollars because I don't have to use my Alexa today because it's very relaxing and beautiful. So enjoy because it's real. It was funny because Brenna was like, "Hey, is that you or is that you? Who
It's
is it?"
not AI for once.
It's not AI for once, but so I like to allow my guests to introduce themselves. It helps me with not butchering your last names, but also to explain a little bit about what you do. So, Brenna Quan, if you don't
Mhm.
mind sharing who you are and what do you do and why are you here today?
Hi. Well, first of all, Saeed, thank you so much for having us on your show here, and we love what you do for the community, for our industry. It's really amazing because that's really that's who we need to build ourselves up, and it's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So yeah, I'm Brenna. I was born and raised in Vancouver, BC, in Canada. So I'm actually Canadian. I did spend a lot of time in the U.S. though, living in the U.S. My husband is American, so I'm practically American, and I like to say adopted sister of Sue's. So technically, I'm Hawaiian at heart. But I've been a designer for over 20 years, and started in a little old flower shop and kind of just explored the ranks of what our industry has to offer. And so, having gone through the retail and event industry and wholesale, all that kind of stuff, I now work as a floral educator. So I've been very, very privileged and honored to be invited to do several demos and stage shows, workshops, mostly across our continent, North America. And I'm just, this is the big breakout on the international stage. So
That's awesome.
I'm so thankful to be doing it with my partner in crime there, Sue.
That's cool. That's great. And Sue, to share us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Sue Tabbal-Yamaguchi, and I am born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii. I've had my business since 1992, so I've been around for a little bit. And I started, I've been doing all things before, which was like in retail, went to nursing school, had my real estate license and things like that. Then had the opportunity to open up my shop. It was a gift shop, and then flowers just fell right in. People kept asking me, "Do you sell flowers?" Basically, that's how I started, self-taught. Then went to some classes with some incredible teachers, and I'm here today with you.
That is awesome. Thank you. And here's her website if you want to check it out, Flowers by Sue V Expressions.com. So before we jump into questions, let's kind of bring this all together.
Hmm.
When and how did this power duo happened, and where was it that you were first seeing that then IPM in Essen said, "Hey, we want to bring in one of the first American teams," from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong,
North American.
into North American, thank you, North American teams into, thank you for saying that, into Germany. So tell us how that whole thing happened and that journey and how did we get to here today. And congratulations, by the way, because that is super awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. We're still pinching ourselves, really.
We are.
Sue and I, you can probably elaborate, Sue. We kind of go back through the years when becoming kind of this team. And with me, first of all, partially being basically an ambassador for Hawaiian flowers. So Sue is the authentic Hawaiian here, and but yeah, you can elaborate on that too, on our story.
Well, we actually met teaching together for HEFNA, which is the Hawaii Floriculture Nursery Association. And that's how we were first introduced as being paired to teach.
Mhm.
And then we got an opportunity to present at the AIFD symposium in Vegas, which was with Brenna, myself, and Lois. And
Lois here,
then Lois Hiranaga. And
from
then we
Maui.
were asked again, we were privileged again to present again in Palm Springs. And from there in Palm Springs, we did our show, and Bjorn approached, I guess
Bjorn
he
Kroner
show
from
Bjorn
Germany.
Kroner, yes, and
Yeah.
he came behind after the show was done and how much he loved it, and we thought everything was great. And then we get a phone call for an invitation, and I actually flew Brenna over to Hawaii to help me do a job, and we just happened to be together when
Yeah.
Brenna got the phone call.
Yeah, from
And
Cameron King. He's
Mhm.
part of ARC, Association Resource Center. And yes, and he just kind of gave me the lowdown. Oh, Bjorn Kroner called us and wants you to do your show in Germany. Do you think you're interested? Do you think you have any interest?
and I'm in the background
is
of
the
the
sky
phone call.
blue?
Yeah, I was in the background of the phone call, like, what? Really? Wait,
And
what?
it's been like that ever since.
It has.
What does that mean to you? Why is it special for our audience that it might not, and maybe we could share a little bit of IPM. Why is it important to be at IPM? Why is it important to be doing this?
For me, okay,
Yes.
I'm just a little girl from Hawaii. And for me to be able to share the love I have for where I come from, where I live and raised, I think it's really a true honor. I can't explain it really in words of how I'm feeling, but it just brings me back from, I've gone to Europe to train for EMC, and then I've had my
That's European
American
master
sort of,
certification, right?
right, and then I went to AIFD, American Institute of Floral Designs,
Which
and
we're
being
both
able to combine,
members.
yeah. So what being able to combine everything and create designs that are from both areas, and then coming to Germany to present it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the gratitude is immense, right? With
It is.
Bjorn Kroner, asking these, the two of us over, and really, he's been so gracious with giving us free reign
Mhm.
to be ourselves, and
Mhm.
that's incredible because usually you have people steering you in a certain direction, and that's been amazing. So to have him believe in us like that is just like wow.
That's great.
So of course we want to represent as best that we can for everybody, for ourselves, of course, and for our association and everyone who's involved, all the sponsors. It's the amount of sponsors and support we've gotten are just incredible, and so it's community coming together, and we're just so grateful, and
So
excited too.
I have a little surprise here for you, which I'm happy I could share. The award says these two are the best. Can't wait to see the two on
Oh,
stage next week. So we've been waiting.
we
We
can't wait to
love
see
Bjorn.
you.
Yes.
I've been holding it for a second there, and then there's another one, but we'll get to those questions after. So please feel free to ask any questions. We have a
Yeah.
great question about education, but it'd be great to answer that at the end. So please feel free to continue asking questions and give shout outs. You see how it made them feel so happy and say congratulations. Just give shout outs, have fun with it.
Thanks,
So
Bjorn.
let's dive into a couple questions. So one question is, your presentation is titled Spirit of Aloha. What does this theme mean to each of you, and how does it come to life through your floral designs?
I'll let you go first, Sue. You're in Hawaii.
I get to share the Aloha spirit with Germany. How's that?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I mean,
that's awesome.
I work and breathe this, all this tropical flowers, and I do mostly weddings, and so to be able to create it and bring it to life on a huge stage is, I mean, it just, gosh,
It's really special.
it is. It's
Yeah.
very special. But I get to bring my hometown to Germany and share it. I mean, it's when you see it in person, you actually, I think you're going to be able to feel it,
That's right.
especially with our girls, coming
Yeah.
along with us and presenting as well on the stage and dancing.
Yeah. It's more, I think what they're saying is going to differentiate is that we're bringing kind of almost like a production. Like I'm a Hawaiian at
Mhm.
heart, like I said before, and I do gravitate towards tropical flowers and design, so that's where that comes in. And it is an honor for me exactly to be also representing Hawaii. Little Canadian designer girl here. But I spend a lot of time in Hawaii through HEFNA as an educator, and of course with Sue. And I get to have hands on with a lot of tropicals there, and so that's I love that. And to bring the like Sue said. A few little surprises of just bringing culture, not just design, but the whole kind of aura. We're trying to bring, like the title says, the spirit of aloha, and we want it to really resonate with people because that's why we do what we do, right?
Of course. Okay, and that's
Exactly.
awesome. Bringing your hometown to Germany, day and night, right? you're,
Yes.
you're talking beautiful eternal spring to Germany, so it's really
I could-
cool to see
I
that.
could bring the birds maybe.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's so
maybe,
cold there. Maybe I have to bring
Yeah.
some birds.
So, share with us a little bit about what is the presentation, what is the spirit of Aloha, and what is the presentation about, so we can get a visual of why this presentation is so cool.
Brenna, you can talk.
You want me to go?
can take that one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, see, I'm the I come from a theater background, so the production part and the planning of the staging and music, all that kind of stuff, that's my jam. So I really love that, and it's an honor to be able to bring this all together in this way. And so that's kind of what you can expect design wise. We wanted to bring tradition and culture,
Mhm.
of course, from Hawaii, as well as coming from a floral design perspective. So we're trying to introduce mechanics and integrate kind of old tradition with some of the new. And you'll just get really each piece has a story to tell, and that's what we're there for is the storytelling. And that's what we do as artists, and so we hope that that's conveyed. I don't see how it can't be with all the amazing tropical lush flowers we're going to have on stage. And definitely the spirit of aloha.
Are you doing floral designs? Is it a floral design a
Yes.
workshop, or
It,
is it share
it's a
with
sh-
me?
it's I would call it a show, right?
Okay,
Like it's a
okay.
show because we're presenting the designs pretty much will be fully finished while they're on stage. And so what we'll do is Bjorn will help us, especially with translation, but
Mhm.
with his fun personality and just knowledgeable as well. We're going to go around and speak of the pieces and explain from a designer standpoint and a cultural standpoint.
Mhm.
That's
So you get a
awesome.
little bit of everything. Yeah.
And I might show a little bit of how to make stuff on stage.
Okay, okay. We're not getting the full picture here, right? They're keeping some for I can see what you're doing. I can see what you're doing. I can see what you're doing. They must have spoken before. It's like, all right, if they ask us a question, keep it tight lit. All right. Question for you. I know that it takes a village to do this, right? To get everybody from
Mm,
Hawaii. Who
sure
are the
does.
sponsors supporting IPM Essen presentation? And for those new to what IPM is, where does this take place?
So it's an international plant trade fair. So it's one of the largest, if not the largest, right, horticulture shows.
Mhm.
And so I think I've never been there. So this opportunity to come is incredible. I've only ever seen it on little snippets on Facebook or on the websites and
Right.
stuff.
I've
So
never been there.
to for us to go, we're just excited to go and be attendees and meet all the designers, master designers of Europe that we have always idolized and looked up to and looked for inspiration and education. So that's incredible. As for, like I said earlier, our sponsorship has poured in with just immense support. So,
Mhm.
on the tropical and material side, Magic Flowers and Botanicals,
Mhm.
they're out of Ecuador, and
Yeah.
they've been incredibly generous with providing all their amazing product in the tropics. And then the FM group, so Floramets, they've kind of been
Oh,
the
nice.
the go-between and just helping us get everything. And so, what other?
We have Teleflora.
Yep.
Yeah, we have Teleflora. We have our chapters, our AIFD chapters, Northwest and Southwest, as well, along with IPM is also
Yeah,
sponsoring us.
Oh, wow.
they're
Great.
so incredibly generous with
Yes.
what we have. We have an incredible booth planned. They've given us all this space to display our designs and to be able to chat with people afterwards, which we just
Yeah.
love to do and connect.
Mm-hmm.
Pink Greenpoint Nurseries out of Hawaii.
Greenpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
We also and Hefna, Hawaii Floriculture Nursery Association,
the
Oh,
Orchid
wow.
Lake Company.
Orchid Lake
Gosh.
Company.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotta have
Hawaii,
orchid.
the Hawaii Tropical Flower Council
Okay.
as well. ARC,
Details software,
ARC,
Details flower software.
Details.
Of course,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
ARC.
good
And the
job.
Yeah.
Wiremen.
Yep.
The
Okay.
Wiremen.
And
Yeah. And Oasis.
also Oasis in Germany. Yeah.
Oasis.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
That
So
you got a
It's quite
crew
a
and
bit.
you have a village behind
yeah,
you
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
as I
We
said.
do.
Exactly. And we do
Congratulations.
have, like you were saying too, we have our team coming over. We were allowed to bring some lay sewers, which is very important in a show in Hawaii, and yeah, some cultural performers, and
Yeah.
that's all I'll say. That's all I can
Okay.
say.
All right. I will ask you that. And I actually have a backup question to ask for more, but I'll skip that one. I'll skip that.
Yeah, sure.
So you both built respected careers across retail, wholesale, event, education, and leadership. What moments or experiences most shaped you as designers? And that's to get to know you a little better and maybe share some of your experiences with our audience.
You go ahead, Sue. I feel like
Well,
I've been
what
talking.
shaped me? It's okay, you can talk. Um, what shaped me? A lot of people have shaped me. It's where I come from. It's the culture here,
Yeah.
and like I said, when I travel, I was fortunate that my husband allows me to travel to Europe and all over the place, and I grab little tidbits of here and there, and then I make it my own here. Like I said, I do mostly weddings here and some corporate events. So I think that pretty much a lot of people influenced me as far as who has shaped who I am today. You know, I
And
think everyone has.
Yeah.
any particular moment or experience that really changed you as saying, this is what I want to do?
Um, it was probably when I first started. When you're delivering flowers
Yeah.
and you go to the door and you hand them over the flowers and they're so happy that they're crying,
Yeah.
and that really touched my heart because when I first started, I was going to school for nursing and I've always wanted to help people, and trying and delivering flowers to them um, gave me a sense of excitement. And wanted to create more and make people happy and make them smile.
Yeah.
That's a good purpose.
That totally resonates with me, Sue, because that's why I got into flowers also. I come from a performance background. And so really I've always loved flowers, but it was, I was given flowers a lot. Like backstage, they give you flowers. That's tradition. And so I knew how that made me feel. And so I thought, well, if I'm jumping to another career, I want to make people feel that same way. And so if I feel burnt out or something like that, I just go back to why I got into this in the first place. And it's the connections. And so that's what's important to me. So then that kind of grounds me again. And yeah, it reminds me of why I do what I do. Um, But you were asking about key moments, Saeed, and really, I have four key people that I always have to mention because they're definitely where I came from. One of them is Shelly Wynn. She's my bestie in Salt Lake City, Utah. I lived there for several years, and we became very good friends. And she's the firecracker. She lights a firecracker under me, and so she's always a constant inspiration. She's also an educator and shop owner. Hitomi Gilliam is
Yep. I told you.
world renowned. I mean, I think
Mhm.
pretty much everyone knows her name, and I'm lucky to get to claim her as she's in this area. So I'm just a little ferry ride away from her. So she's been a mentor and friend for many years now, and
Mhm.
she has a very much a lot to do where I am today as an educator and designer. I have a friend who hired me in the first place. Just from knowing nothing, he hired me. It was a $6.50 an hour job in a flower shop to begin with. Got to start somewhere. But he always believed in me, and he just kept it going. Sadly, he's no longer with us, but he's always in my
Mhm.
heart. And I swear he talks to me still, and and guides me. Like I'm nervous before going on stage, and literally I know that he's like, dude, you're okay. You got
It's
this. And
amazing how certain people can affect you
oh yeah, for life,
Mhm.
for sure. And of course, just like Sue, my husband Jeff, he's sort of cool with me gallivanting around the world. We've got two kids at home, so
Yeah.
he's got dad duties, parent duties all the time. But no, it's good. He totally supports me in that, and I'm obviously grateful too.
So you mentioned, thank you for sharing. You mentioned about education. So that's a good segue.
Mhm.
What is ongoing education and mentorship? Why is ongoing education and mentorship so critical for the future of the floral industry?
Ooh. It keeps your mind going.
Mhm.
I mean, you're always learning. Us as a floral designer, we don't know everything. So being able to go and attend these classes or workshops, it's so important because your mind has to keep active, and you always have to put the tools into your toolbox, because you never know
Mhm.
when you're going to need it. So I think education is so important.
I think so too,
Um,
because it's constantly evolving too, right? It's
right.
evolving,
It
and we
very.
have to make shifts as the world moves on and things happen, and we have to really pay attention to that. And so, the more we can figure things out together and move forward and share, then that's all about
Yep.
longevity for our industry, right?
Mhm.
It,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important. I mean, yeah, we're forever students. I'm always taking workshops and classes
For
too.
Yes,
Always.
I mean, I think we have so many teachers, but there are some that really stick with us, and we
Mhm.
always hear them talking to us about the principles and the elements and how you can just be open minded and just create.
yep. Very important. And I think that we saw that after COVID, that there was more of an
Oh,
opening
yes.
of education and even Flora sharing that education with the
Mhm.
consumer,
Hmm.
which I think
Hmm.
many people were afraid of it. But I was also always saying you can go to Home Depot to buy the wood, but you can't build a house.
Yes.
So it's all that needs an architect, a crew. So it's really about educating everybody on the importance
Hmm.
and how this is not just a thing we do. This is an
Mhm.
artistry, a passion that we
A
we all
passion
take.
for
It's a
sure.
passion and
Yes.
it's an art. It's a form of
Yep.
art.
Yep.
We're working with color, we're working with textures, we're working with form, we're working with fluidity. So it's
Mhm.
not just a thing we put together. It really takes time and dedication.
Absolutely.
It
Yeah.
absolutely.
And that's why I like to involve myself in public exhibitions because you get to talking to the people and I can, I'll go to refresh something, that could be half an hour in and out, but 5 hours later, I'm just sitting there talking with people and just connecting through, the language of flowers and art. So I
I'm
love
going to
that.
bring in a quick question, a quick shout out. Michael Bursig. I really enjoy observing florists from other countries and cultures. It helps me develop personally. Michael, where are you from? By the way, it would be cool to know. So
Yeah.
thank you for that. And then
Wow.
someone says, and I guess this kind of goes into, I'm just trying to find the right time, Eric, to bring in what typical symbols look like for a class. Okay, so for example, there's a question. If you had to pick what are specifically 3 design tools that you have on you at a time. So down to brand if you can. That's what they said. So if,
Down to
if
the
you had,
Down to
yeah, if
brand.
3 design tools that you would need at all time. If you were on a deserted island and you had to save your life by creating a floral design, what would the 3 tools be to create the floral design that will save your life?
Thanks for that question, Eric Jenkins, whichever
Yes.
number that was. Sue?
Oh, you know what? If I was on a deserted island, okay, I'm on an island. Hello.
Not deserted, certainly not.
Not really deserted. I would have, oh my gosh. So at Symposium, I bought these really good wood cutters. They're actually made in Germany, I think. They're so good. So that would be a cutter. I
Yeah.
would have a knife, I think.
Okay. Any brand?
And,
Swiss Army,
Uh,
Ninja. If
you know what?
ever
I don't know what the brand name is, but I buy it in bulk. It's just the red knife, and they're so sharp.
It's like a
The
Swiss.
serrated
something.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I get it.
yeah.
I don't know if I have one of them on here.
I don't
Anything
know
else?
what.
See if I can find my knife. Show it.
I don't have brands either.
How
I just use what works for me.
No flower wire. No.
Oh, well,
Yeah, definitely.
I know one.
Yeah, go ahead.
My flart, my wire
What?
cutter flart.
Sorry, that's
Not a fart.
I'm a little immature. Sometimes.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, what the
But
fuck,
it's
I'm waiting for a
called-
dad joke or a bad
No.
dad.
It's called flart. It's a wire cutter. It's from Japan, but
Okay.
it cuts wire. It's like scissors, and it just cuts wire. I mean, I
Alright.
love it. I mean, he told me, Gilliam showed it to me, and I was like,
Mhm.
what is this? I need to search for it. And
Cool. I'm gonna
I
look
sent
it
my
up
friends to
for a
Japan to get it.
I'm gonna look up for a flirt. And
Yes,
Brenna,
flart, not
what do you-
fart.
No, I
Flirt.
get it, but I'm like, it's a flirt. It's
It's a flirt.
A floating flirt. Yeah, sorry.
you
Get
go.
off the topic, Brenna.
Well,
any
if there was a power source on a deserted island, then I would have to say the
True.
Brad nailer gun. Brad nailer gun is
Oh
like
yeah.
it's actually a game changer for designing.
brand,
What brand is it? The red one. It's not Milwaukee brand. Amazing.
Milwaukee.
Because they have you can get the whole brand of tools with them, but definitely that. And it was Bruno Duarte out of Toronto, Ontario, who introduced me to that, and I bring it everywhere. I'll be bringing it to Germany.
There you go.
You are.
Check in or carry on.
Check in.
Check
lithium
in.
battery. Lithium battery is the carry-on part.
We have here Tamori. Thank you for chiming in. Yes,
Oh yes.
Art wire cutter is the best.
Yes,
We also
they
have
are.
FS 2024. Cool. Which floral show apart from yours are you looking forward to seeing?
At IPM.
Yeah, I assume.
Oh,
All of it.
everyone.
All of it.
Any shout outs?
Oh, you know what? Haneke.
Yeah.
God. She's so amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
So we
I
have.
mean-
Go ahead. Finish, please.
Oh no, I think when I just saw Haneke's name, I stopped looking, but I think everyone actually.
So the question was, do you have any personal favorites? Yeah, so I guess you did. Haneke. So Eric.
Bjorn Kroner.
There you go. Bjorn, that's very important.
Yes.
Just give me a second. So here we have, and thank you so much, Eric, for chiming in. What would a typical syllabus look like for a class that you teach? So I imagine both of you teach classes. So what would or maybe, please correct me if I'm wrong. What would a typical course look like? And that kind of goes into education. So that's pretty key.
Yeah, you know what? For my demonstrations and the things I do, I a lot of times like to focus on the creative aspect. Like, of course, you have to have foundations, principles,
Okay.
and elements, and there's always talk about that. My favorite one, though, is contrast, because as we are saying, storytelling is what we like to do. That I've learned that is the best way to tell a story is you have a contrasting elements so that it has something to say. And you want to draw people in. And so that's what I like to focus on, really. And people kind of just bringing their own creativity, because a lot of people I've heard say, oh, I'm not creative. Everybody's creative. Everyone has
Yeah.
creativity, but whether it's in the arts, whether it's, planning, whether it's anything, everyone has that innate ability to create in their own way. So that's what I try to focus on with that. And then, of course, the technical stuff comes along with that, and that just takes practice. But
Yeah.
it's the other part that you really have to look inside yourself to find that, and that's what I like to try to encourage.
And how about yourself, Sue?
Oh, it's also the same, but I think it's teaching just some things from Hawaii and how
Okay.
to incorporate that into your designs, being very creative. So showing how to make things, but turning it and making it their own,
Okay.
basically. So everything what Brenna said as well, but I'd like to add the Hawaii flair to it as well.
Gotcha. And I think I like this question. I've been holding it, but how does designing for a global audience differ from designing for a local or regional market?
It's okay. Not gonna lie. It's intimidating.
Okay.
It is.
I mean, it's okay. We were
We're yeah.
originally, I think we're thinking, okay, what does the European audience, what does the audience in Germany want to see? And then Bjorn's kind of like, no. You just and I have to go back to, okay, practice what I preach,
Okay.
and do what we do. Do
Good.
us. I
Good.
mean, we were chosen, for a reason. So I have to honor that. And I'm obligated to honor that. And so Sue and I pep talk each other all the time. Okay, do what you do. What do you think? And how, and let's do that. Don't worry about what people are going to think. You bring yourself, and obviously you can't make everybody happy. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's totally okay. And we're going to bring what we know, what we love, and hopefully we reach people that way. Right, Sue?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we literally go back and forth because we're like this roller coaster. We have our good days, we have our bad days, but we tend to always keep each other up and remind ourselves that it's not about, we're going and
Not
seeing
comparing.
all these. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not all with all these master designers. I mean,
Yeah.
they are master designers. They are so freaking cool.
Mhm.
But you know what? We have to remind ourselves they haven't been to Hawaii unless some of them have, but let's just bring it. It's
Yeah.
just going to be
Yeah.
us
Cool.
and
Yeah.
do us. And I'm just going to be my old quirky self. And, whenever I go someplace, I always bring chocolates. And it's like, here, part of Hawaii.
Nice. Like a baby. That's awesome.
Sue brings very good humor and laughs, so she keeps us laughing, and she keeps
Good
us fed.
combo. So one last question, please, audience. If you want to chime in, ask another question, give a shout out, wish them luck, please do. When is your presentation? In a week, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
The
So it's right around the
27th and
corner.
28th. Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. So you'll be flying when? Tomorrow?
I fly tomorrow morning.
Oh
And
boy. Okay.
so I'm going from this to, I believe it's going to be this.
Yeah.
Zero,
And
0 degrees.
and
Yes.
I think I'm going to be wearing 3 jackets with some
Yeah.
shirts and like 3 pants at the same time.
All brand new
No.
because you've
Yeah.
you
You've
don't have
never
that in
had
your
winter
wardrobe.
clothes in your wardrobe.
I mean, I wear t-shirts, shorts, and sneakers.
That's hilarious. And I had, I don't know if they have winter coat with hibiscus flowers, beautiful
Oh, they
prints.
should make
They
one.
should,
Yeah, they
right? They
should.
should. So let me see
Yeah, so the
the
27th and 28th. So
Yes.
we're repeating the show
Okay.
in on the first day and the second day of the trade fair.
Awesome. And
Mhm.
then we have a kind of a final question, but from your global perspective, what trends or shift in floral design and education should professionals be paying attention to right now?
Oh.
You know, the shifts I know, the word sustainability is always thrown around in different ways. And
Mhm.
sometimes, I love it because of the whole idea and what it is,
Yeah.
but it's just misused a lot of the time. So
Mhm.
I think that in general, we are all getting on the same page globally. And that's the direction I want to be. I want to be a part of that. I want to be on that side of making everything better. I mean, we work with nature, and so it's best to respect that nature. So I think
Yes.
So you're feeling that sustainability
I
is
I think so.
still a trend and
Yeah.
it's going to continue to grow.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a trend. I think it's
It's
the movement, right?
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
it doesn't go away. It's going to be here
It's a
forever. I
necessity.
mean,
Yeah,
sustainability, that's the word.
makes
So
sense.
we
Mhm.
have to we just have to, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how about yourself, Sue?
It's the sustainability. It is. So in my profession, we do a lot of events. So trying to bring that in, because you have to work fast. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I use Oasis, and I love it because it, makes my work faster. But we are conscious as far as, after the event, we'll take it back and then we'll reuse it again. We'll reuse it until you can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
um yeah.
That's basically
As far
answering
as the
that question
questions,
there.
yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
are the best
So
practices regarding sustainability? I just threw it in there. Sorry to, put a,
yeah, so for
No,
us,
that's
we
okay.
we kind of reuse it over and over until you
yeah.
can't use it again, and then you dispose it. So it's for
And
us, it's a
I think,
while.
yeah, and I think that's with everything in life.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
nothing's perfect yet.
Yes.
We just do the best we can to. I saw that question, but just to reduce and
Mhm.
reuse what we
Reduce.
have.
Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
that's a general practice that's not difficult for anybody. Some people are like all or nothing, but we can definitely always take steps, no matter what.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In
Mhm.
in no matter
Mhm.
no matter what realm, whether it's our industry or anything, just day by day living. So right, it's just what it is. It is what it
Yeah.
is for the
Yeah.
world.
Definitely. I mean, we don't use as much as before, but now we do. We use a lot of chicken wire, actually.
That you
We're,
can
we're,
reuse.
we're
Yeah.
getting
Yeah,
a
that we
question here
reuse.
too. Do you utilize floral foam, which is environmentally friendly?
I do. There's new ones that are coming out, and we have sampled them.
And
The
I think we're gonna introduce them too at the show, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm not sure which one, but we are going to be using
Oh,
them.
oh, I
Yeah.
believe Smithers has one. Smithers
Yes,
Oasis does have
yes. And I did work with them, and so I'm excited to actually work with them again.
Great. And then we have Tracy that jumped in here. Thank you for putting a question here, a shout out. Best wishes, ladies. Cheers to safe travels and showing your love of flowers come to life. Aloha. Aloha.
Thank
Aloha, Tracy.
you.
Aloha.
Mahalo.
And then we have, here we go, Ethis. Looking forward to watching your show on Wednesday. So Ethis will be there.
Yay.
Please introduce yourself,
Yes,
Yeah.
please do.
please.
I do want to be respectful. There was one here that just want to make sure that Erica Jenkins says R.I.P. Bryce.
Eric, yeah.
Eric, sorry, or Erica, or Eric A. Jenkins. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, just reading real quick. Let me see if anybody else. Thank you everybody for the shout outs and the questions and all. So let's do a quick rapid fire questions
Yeah.
just for fun.
Uh-oh.
There's no right or wrong answer. I feel like doing something different here. I'm gonna ask you, Brenna, the rapid fire questions, but you have to answer it for Sue.
Okay.
All right. So if I was asking Sue,
Yes.
pizza, pasta, or cupcakes, which would it be?
Pizza.
She got it right or got it wrong? She got it
don't
right
know.
or wrong, Sue?
Yeah. I love pizza and pasta. I love pizza, actually.
If I were to ask Sue, rock and roll, wait, let's see, rock and roll, reggae, or classical music, which would it be?
Sue for me or me for Sue?
Oh, no,
You
no,
for
me for
Sue.
you.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
she's...
you pursue. You pursue. We're going, and then next we'll flip to you.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. Okay, I didn't follow instructions.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, but just last minute fun.
Classical or reggae. I don't know.
She's not.
I'm just thinking that's kind of most island vibe, so I don't know.
Actually, I like them all. I like all genres of music. If you listen to my music thing, I have everything down to even Korean drama music, classical, Hawaiian.
Okay.
One last one. Dog, cat, or goldfish?
Dog.
Cat.
We got cat.
No, for Brenna would be cat.
Yeah.
Dog
Dog for Sue.
And how about for Brenna? What would her food be? Pizza. What is it? What did I say? Pizza, pasta,
or cupcakes. Oh, I think. Is there a cabbage one in there?
Cabbage, or vegetarian. Quinoa.
Cabbage cake. Every time we have a Zoom call, I'm munching on cabbage. I saw a recipe on
Rock and roll,
Instagram.
classic music, or reggae?
I think for her would be classical.
Mhm.
There you go. Okay, so
Out of the three, yeah.
So Sue won. So you got 3 out of 3, and Brenna, you got 2 out of 1. There's some work to be done.
Well, we'll be spending a lot of time in Germany together, so I'll get
a little
this.
questionnaire on how to improve your knowledge. But thank you so much. Is there anything final that you would like to say? And for me and everybody that's watching, congratulations to you. I know you're both do a great job of representing North America. I believe it's a big deal because usually we learn from Europe, and now Europe is learning from us. So it's super cool. So any last words you'd like to say?
I'd just like to thank everyone that's involved, especially Cameron, Andres, Bjorn. You have really, Andres and Cameron was behind us from the very beginning, and I cannot say enough thank yous to them, and Bjorn for pushing it and loving the program in Palm Springs. But yeah, like to all of our sponsors.
Yeah, he almost didn't see the show.
But he almost didn't see the show, but it was because of Jacob McCall. He told him, Bjorn, you need to see the show. And thank you, Jacob.
So if that didn't happen, I mean, who knows? You can go so far back, right? Of serendipitous moments. And so this is the universe speaking to us, and we're going to honor that and show our gratitude.
And maybe after the show, maybe it'll be great to have a catch up and bring Bjorn with you, and we'll all have a catch up on the show.
That would be amazing.
That'll be a lot of fun.
That would be really
fun.
There's one last shout out, Andres. You are stars. So proud of you. And as we wrap up, thank you very much for joining. Truly appreciate it. Wish you all the best. Send pictures.
Thank you.
We'd love to see what you're up to, and
for sure.
wishing you all the best. And we have Eric as well. palm, heart, palm, heart, palm. So heart phrase, heart phrase. That's funny. That's like
Thanks, Eric.
XOXO. Now that's a new
Yeah.
XOXO. That's super cool. So thank you so much. Did you say something final words, Brenna? Did you already
I
say your
think
final?
so.
Okay, great. All right. So
We'll have to
big shout
rewind the
out.
tape because I can't
Yeah.
remember exactly what I said. But yes, I swear I did.
All right. So
Playing
everybody,
tricks on me.
thank you so much to everybody. No, me too. I'm reading this, I'm moving that. It's work back here. I know it's like that the metaphor of a duck with he looks so calm, but underneath is like
Always.
you know.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
it's all of us, right? It's all
Yes.
floral industry peeps. All right. So thank you so much. Everybody stay on. I'm gonna do some shopkeeping or whatever you call it, homekeeping, housekeeping, to give you some updates. But thank you so much for joining. You can hang out in the Bloom
Thank
room. We can chat after, or you
you.
can take off. Take care. Thank you very much.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. So everybody, oh, triple. I told you I'm getting a little used to it. Everybody, thank you for joining. Let me jump right into again to our calendar. Events like this, IPM Essence, as well as just events around the world from networking to education. You could find that on our Floral calendar. So all you have to do is scan this QR code, put in your information, download it. You'll have two little options of which one to download. Download them both. And then the micro holiday calendar if you are in the US mainly, but also we're such a unified world now, right? That there's different cultures in each country. So what we intentionally did was kind of showing what culture this relates to, and then showing the city or state in which that micro culture, micro community reside. So it's pretty cool to take a look at that because it will give you new opportunities of business and growth and social media content and design ideas, et cetera, et cetera. This is the 1.0. Just want to throw it out there. We're going to do something much better next year. And again, thank you to all the sponsors that supported it. And please, as I said, we're only able to do this with our sponsors. So we ask you to support our sponsors. Say you saw them on the show. Give them a shout out. If you enjoy the show and want this show to continue for some years, just spend 2 minutes of your time letting the sponsors know that you really appreciate them supporting it. That really means a lot to us. What else we got? Okay, register for the Bloom Together. Again, nonprofit event. Come together, network, show the power, collaboration, networking. It's in Miami. One day, come in, come out, and you will make an impact by connecting with people that you might have not seen in a long time. Or if you're in the floral world and looking for sponsors or looking to grow your network, this is the place to be that one day out of the year. And it's the one of a kind event where the whole community comes together to do it. We are looking for sponsors, obviously, as everything is donated. All proceeds are donated to Seed Your Future and American Floral Endowment. The Bloom Show episode, we're bringing on a new correspondent. We have a correspondent almost every single Friday for 10 minutes. Really cool opportunity to chime in with the likes of Bill Schaefer. We also have Tim Huckabee from Profitable Florists. We have Joe Don from Supermarkets. We have Melinda Knuth, a doctor, Melinda Knuth, education, not education, but the science and the numbers behind florals and the psychology of floral. And then now we're going to have insiders from Ecuador, which is Caridad San. So you can check out some dates here, which are some key dates, and there'll be some more because I know there's a lot more shows happening, but it's really an opportunity to just kind of show you what else we have. And then we're also having, let me see here, David Register on February 10th at 1 p.m. David Register is from Fern Trust. It's basically the mecca of where we get all our ferns, right? This area was known as a fern capital of the world, which is super, super cool. Why? Because, we might think ferns are outdated, but they come and go. So it's just a really cool story, and that's why I wanted to bring them on. And let me see if there's another one. We introduced Caridad, and that's really it. So don't forget about our calendar. Scan it, take a picture, save it for later, and don't forget about the Bloom Together event. We're actually going to have something super cool where our correspondents will be doing like a little hangout chat about certain topics like AI, what florists really need and looking for, sustainability by Sustainabloom themselves. If you haven't heard of Sustainabloom, you should. So that's going to be a great topic to chime in. And Society of American Florists will be talking about how to retain your talent, how to retain talent. It's only an hour or so, very casual. Grab a drink and hang out. First 100 people get a drink, and there's a lot of fun things that we're doing. So everybody's invited, the whole entire universe of Floral. So really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much to our two guests, Brenna and Sue. Thank you to you. And you know what? If you could like, share, or subscribe and press the little alert key so you don't miss an episode. And as well, by the way, we have an awesome newsletter. So if you sign up to either or, you will be added to our newsletter. And our newsletter is the business side of flowers. We really share some of our correspondence thoughts. We really dig in to the business side of flowers. No fluff about horoscope flowers and things like that. It's really tools and communication worldwide to connect all sectors together, because our goal this year as New Bloom Media is to create a more connected industry. I really appreciate everybody's time. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for joining, and aloha. Take care.
The Bloom Show.